Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades, and let's dive into some analysis here. And overall, it looks like the markets had a roaring day today, up a nice 82 basis points on the SPY, gapping up higher. Triple Qs are up 1.31%. The IWM was actually up 3% at one point, giving back some gains obviously near the end of the day, as Jerome Powell came out with his hawkish statements, kind of scared the markets back in their place, but still ending the day up, trading a little bit down in the after hours. But the trend remains solid, in my opinion. I think yields are set to go lower. I think the dollar is set to go lower. And I think our trades are going to play out very nicely. And again, it looks like the bears continue to be wrong. And I see so many posts today from the bears. Top is in, right? Top is in. Excuse me. Big, nice little doji candle today. And again, the top is in. And to the people who keep saying, that's the YouTubers who keep saying the market's just going sideways, bro. It's just going sideways. It's only up 1% today. It's only up 1%. Keep shorting. You know, it's only up. It's only one day. Like, look at the last couple months. It's market sideways. Listen, sideways is sideways. Sideways is like up 1%, down 1%. Sideways is not up 15% or 30% in the last 155 days, right? Or even in the last, 60 days. How much is it up? Sorry, 10%. That's not sideways. That is an uptrend. We are in a uptrend. Again, so that means, the bears got more pain to come. This market's got higher to go, and we will continue to most likely go up. But let's continue on here. I'm going to do some analysis on GME. I just want to do cover that at the beginning, because I'm seeing lots of nonsense being posted on Twitter again. It's just nice to see, though, because like it kind of reaffirms our position. And if the bears were capitulating and saying they're getting into longs now, the economy's recovered, I'd be looking for shorts then. But anyways, looks like GME had, well, it was up today, I think, 10%, right? And then now a big reversal day. Just an inside bar candle, though, so looking good so far. But I think that there's lots of fear being dumped down in one single candle. And, it's kind of, you need to remind yourself that there's a bigger picture, right? Like, if you're not able to hold down on a 16% down day in a very extremely volatile stock, then you won't be able to hold on the way up either, right? You're gonna take profits too quickly. And in my opinion, I think we got higher to go in GME. The fundamental news now is supporting this trade. Now we got 2.1 billion in cash raised. The shorts closed up today, I think, with Citron Research. Give me 1 second. My dog is giving me some attitude. All right, there we go. I just had to put her back in our corner. But yeah, right now it's probably just our first pullback here. Let me just take a look. I think we had some bearish divergence if you get on the smaller time frames here. So we got our first impulse done here. Now we're correcting back down. Again, this doesn't mean that we can't go lower, right? I will give you guys an alternate count for GME of where this could actually end up going. So now you got a bit of a crash correction here, or a pretty volatile correction, right? So probably A, B, and now you're finishing up the C leg. And you have a pivot to trade against. My entry was around the 2350 or 2385 area. So again, if I were to stop out, if we take out this pivot here at 2274, I would just stop out of my trade, because this would mean we're not impulsing out just yet, and we may be doing a double correction lower, right? Which would mean that GME is going to do something like this, right? It's just going to be another opportunity, a gift even, for us to be buying lower, in my opinion, right? So something like that. So if the first impulse is not accurate and it's a three-wave move, oh, I deleted the wrong thing. So if we do something like this, right, where it's an ABC and an ABC on this W wave, this would mean that we'd probably go back down to somewhere around $16 or so, right? And we would just find lower support down here. So that's just my opinion. You know, I could be wrong. Maybe this is just our and we maybe, you know, the X wave could even extend higher, right? If it wants to do something like this, it wants to do an A, B, and a C, right? Oh my goodness, everyone's trying to bother me when I do my video. But yeah, the X wave, it could, let's say it could end something like this, and then we correct that back down to 22 or even 19 or 816, right? But you can't forget that this is just the corrective wave of the large move that's coming, and eventually I think we'll get this big squeeze up. And again, maybe we won't get this double correction because you got Roaring Kitty with his call options, right? Is he going to exercise? If he exercises them, that's a lot of shares that the market makers, whoever sold them, they got to get to them. And if they don't have the shares, then they got a problem coming to them. They're gonna have to go buy in the open market to get them the shares. But again, I'm not an option expert, and I'm not a option flows expert, right? I just do Elliott wave and my counts, and I use indicators along with this. And when I look at GME on Market Cipher, it's looking good. You got green money flow, right? Daily time frame. You also got some green money flow as well. So I mean, it's a little bit tougher because it's so volatile. So you're getting all these green dot, red dot all over the place. But again, it's part of the game, right? So again, I'm still leaning bullish here for GME. I still think that we could get some upside. Let me look at the monthly time frame. It's been through a massive recovery in terms of red money flow. And it's about to cross back into the green after this month. So maybe July is the month. And maybe July is the month we go get our boys. Right, so again, that's just my opinion. Anyways, that's it for me in terms of GME. We could do a double correction, right? Could also end X, could also end here, and then we go lower, right? But again, you just stop out and you move to your other positions. But again, I know there's some people who are not going to stop out and they're going to diamond hands this thing. Respect to that. I mean, it's not easy to diamond hands minus 50, minus 60%. All right, but you get eventually I think this move will come for us, and ultimately it's gonna I think we got this one correct. So let's see how the markets play out tomorrow. If this was a 5-wave move up and this was just a crash correction, then we should impulse out in the third wave that's explosive towards the upside. If not, you're gonna get a false move with 3 waves and then a corrective move lower. That's gonna bring us back down. But again, another opportunity, in my opinion. All right, let's get on to some other stocks here. I'll give you guys my take on some of these names here. So Apple was going bananas today. I know a lot of people were worried, especially during the Fed meeting, after the Fed meeting, that the Apple and everything else was going to crash. But again, it's in this wave 3, so it's extremely impulsive now. Wave 3s are known to be impulsive like this. So maybe you just finished your third wave here of your wave 3. So it's possible that you just finished wave 3 of 3, and then you're just going to pull back into wave 4. Again, the 4 could already be done if this is a smaller time frame count, right? If you look at the 15-minute, maybe this is going to be over tomorrow. We gap up again tomorrow, right? Because really nothing has fundamentally changed, right? They're still going to cut rates. Inflation is still on the down, well, not a downtrend, but it's going down. It's got some good data today. If we continue to get good data, this market's going to continue to go higher, right? And the bears are just going to continue to short and cause this market to go higher as well. Because really, they're not smarter than the market. There's a reason the market is going up, right? And it's probably because their stupidity. They're too arrogant to admit that they're wrong. They continue to short. The market should not be going up, right? Well, the market is going up, so there's nothing you can really do about that. All right, let's continue on. Let me take a look at ROKU here. Let's cover ROKU. So ROKU had an unfortunate day today. It definitely had a pretty steep pullback after this big drop. We gapped open, but it was just pure selling throughout the day. Looks like there's just really no confidence. And again, this is not something I like to see, right? I hope to God that we do reverse up, but again, if it doesn't, then that's all she wrote, right? You just got to move on and hope that we hold we hold here, right, this pivot, and then, you know, we get a big impulse up, or else this will break down in this third wave, right? And this is the part where this can get pretty bearish. Okay. Wow. I mean, look at this new all-time high, and the Qs and the Nasdaq held, right? Even after Jerome Powell's hawkish statement, right? The Qs kind of lost a little bit of steam, right? Little tail there, but in the after hours, it's up 52 basis points, right? So I don't see any real problems here in the triple Qs. IWM. I mean, look at this gap up. Like, this is such a big gap up. Like, this could still fill, right? The gap could still fill. I would like to see it fill, maybe come back up right with a wick, but I know we'll see what the PPI is tomorrow. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. So I said I would redo my chart, so let's just do it right now. I'll do it live with you guys. Maybe you guys could learn how I do the charting as well. So let's delete some of these lines. Delete the lines that we don't need these anymore. Delete. And then we'll delete this, we'll delete that, delete. We'll just need, what we really need is just the Elliott wave counts, right? So delete all that stuff, resistance, delete. And maybe there's a better way to do this, but you know, little guy. So just do it this way. There we go. So what we're inside of essentially is just a fifth wave, a fifth of a fifth. Right, and then we are in the topping process. So this candle on the daily time frame, not sure if it's real, but it's there. So it's causing me to think that the price did pump. I don't think it did, right? And because when I get on the smaller time frames, I don't see it anymore. So let's just stay on the 4 hour, right? And now we're inside of this fifth. This was a dip buy, like I called out beforehand, and a longer term fifth wave as well. So I'll just put them here, and then this is a longer term fifth wave finishing up on the larger time frame, and then now we can get on these smaller counts here, where I think that we have some continuing bearish divergence building here. But you know, if it continues to pump up and you erase divergence, then you're just extending the third wave. Right, not this third wave, but the third wave that we're in here. So let me just draw it up for you. Go, and then somewhere here, 3, 4, and 5. Right. So if again we erase divergence, you just extend the third wave, and the fifth can extend. This fifth can extend. Right. We'll make this a primary. Right, and it's just there you go. So the fifth can extend higher. And you got to be careful with these. You know, I'm in a small short right now, but now we're probably in the red after today. And again, it goes to show you, you know, the shorts don't always play out. There's a very low reward and high risk right now because we're at all-time highs and we continue to make all-time highs. I wouldn't like to short all-time highs. I'd like to see, right, if the market's really topping out, right? Let's say the SPY is topping out, something like this. I would like to see a pullback in a wave 1, and I would short the 2. I would short the wave 2 and then ride the 3 down, because you want to catch the wave 3s, right? Because the wave 3s are the ones that are impulsive. As you can see from Apple. Apple is getting this beautiful move up inside of this wave 3, very impulsive, right? Okay. Right now, crypto stocks kind of got some love today with Bitcoin bouncing. Lost a little bit of gains when it pulled back as well, but again, nevertheless, it's some of them are up, some of them are down. I think saw GRDI down, so most of them were up. So I think Bitcoin is respecting the low here that I charted out on my crypto channel. Just see here. So ultimately, we got a nice little bounce. Now we need to see some follow through. So we need to see some follow through. If we can get follow through, then ultimately this 2 is set, right? This double correction is set, and we are going to continue to go higher and ultimately hit our levels around 80K. And that's where I think maybe Bitcoin starts to top out here, and then the markets maybe start to top out as well. But you know, I could be wrong, and the markets continue up without Bitcoin, or maybe Bitcoin doesn't top out and we continue higher. Oil is set to go lower, in my opinion. I think you're just finishing this up at any moment here. You got some bearish divergence continuing to build on the 1 hour. So I think this is actually finished today. It could have finished today. And I think oil is getting ready to capitulate. Maybe the PPI is what does it, but we'll see. Natural gas. I don't really have any chart for that gas. It didn't really respect my count here, and it kind of got messed up. It could already be finished as well, maybe on a weekly time frame, right? You got bullish divergence, so that's actually good news. So maybe that gas is done. So I'll just delete all this now. I'll just delete all these and just put the longer term fifth wave here, right? So let's say it's done. If it's done, then you're already impulsing out and you're getting ready to go much higher. So yeah, let's take a look here at a few more things. I think some people were talking about some other stocks, so let me talk about it. Let me just get over it here, get on the Discord chat. Okay, IWM, Apple, covered that. 30-minute chart looks juicy. Okay. AMC, I guess we could talk about AMC. Why not? So AMC, kind of in this similar situation with GME. I think the count that I have here is a little bit different. I might have to adjust it, but looks like it's just correcting as well. But I like to follow GME for the moves, right? If I'm trying to catch an AMC trade, I'll look at the GME chart, to be honest, because that's where this it's kind of like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin will lead all the other cryptos to move as well. So GME will lead all the other the meme stocks to go up as well, the meme stocks. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, just follow GME really. Let me take a look at the 24-minute, 12-minute. You can get on the smaller time frames. I was actually checking it out today to see what smart money was doing, and they were actually selling into this rally here, right? They were selling into this rally. And now we're actually starting to see some buys, I believe. We're starting to see some buys like on the really small time frames, like the 1 minute. So it's actually funny to see 1 minute some buying starting to happen. And we'll have to see what happens tomorrow, right? It's up 2% in the after hours, but what we need to see is open and close, right? That's what matters. It's not how. That's not the after hours and pre-market don't matter. It's how they open. It's really how they close that matter, right? Because today, GME was up. We're up. During the day, but we close negative. So that's what matters. It's how they close. Okay, so that is about it for me today. I think I covered all the stocks that most people want. Let's talk about Tesla, because I also have a position in Tesla. So let's talk about it, because we got a nice reversal today, right? I think this could be it for Tesla. Now, we did make a lower low, technically, so now we would have to go lower, but the double correction could have also ended here, right? Technical requirement is just for you to make a lower low, so it could have ended here if it's just a super bullish day, and now you're getting ready to impulse out. If this is the case, then Tesla is going to rocket out at any moment here. It's getting ready to move up, and I mean, I'm still holding my position. I'm ready for more upside. So hopefully this plays out. If not, then so be it. We'll stop out and we'll enter lower down here. But if this is it, then that's beautiful. We're going to ride this wave up. All right, so that's it for me tonight, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's market. Have a good day. Peace.